Well, can't say I expected that. So let's break it down. Obviously we know Green as primarily a boxer, so he has a very, front foot heavy stance, and Paddy, being a good kicker, decides to kick out the legs, and he does this quite a lot in this fight. He goes inside, outside leg kicks, and he does them on both legs, which I actually really like in this fight, and he has decent success with it as well. He actually lands quite a few. But Paddy is throwing them without much setup, and he's starting to time them pretty poorly. Bobby picks up on this, checks one of the kicks, and uses that to, hit Paddy with a good straight left, which lands pretty well, but Paddy has a pretty good chin. Paddy actually does something really nice with his jab here. So he steps forward, and Green sees this. Green obviously, primarily relying on head movement, he moves his head, but Paddy actually ends up taking an angle with the stab and actually lands a pretty clean jab on Green, which is very impressive. Now, a lot of Green's success in this fight came off of lead or right leg side kicks, both to the knee and to the body, and he uses this a lot because Paddy's actually quite big and quite long, and he has quite a bit of trouble hitting him, so best thing to do is use the longest weapon, that being the side kicks. Green lifts his knee to fake a side kick, and he uses this to enter into range and to, again, hit Paddy with a really good left hand. This is one of the few times where Green actually set up his punches. We'll see what he does when he doesn't do that in a second. Here, Green essentially just charges in with his hands down, winging, looping punches, and Paddy lands a really good left hook in this exchange, and it actually hurts Green quite a bit, causes a bit of swelling around the eye. You see him, wipe at his eye right after, and if you look, pretty hard, there is actually a bit of swelling there, so impressive timing by Paddy. Now, here we have Green dip low, but, almost wing an overhand left to the chin of Paddy. But he leaves his hands down, and Paddy actually times a really good right hook counter on him. Of course, Green rolls with a shot because it's what he's good at, but still, pretty impressive. Bobby tries to mix things up and starts throwing long left straights to the body. Now, as we see in the finishing sequence, Green goes for a straight left to the body and dips very low. Doesn't have much balance in this position. Paddy times it well and kicks Green's right leg out, and a lot of people say, oh, why did Bobby shoot? Why did Bobby shoot? That's so dumb. And yes, it is dumb, but he also got his legs kicked out. He went for a takedown out of instinct and to get back up. He only started driving when, as we see here, Pimblett was fully committed to a guillotine. See, his main focus, while he did support the takedown very well, his main focus isn't getting a separation or, framing off the head. No, it's getting his arms wrapped around his neck and getting a guillotine. Now, as they land, Paddy uses the overhook that he has on the grip to essentially shuffle his right leg over into the triangle, which is very, very smooth and very nice to watch. Now, this triangle right now is already extremely tight. This is because Paddy isn't directly facing Green. See, he's actually turned on an angle, so him and Bobby are essentially making an L shape that actually tightens the grip a lot with the triangle. That's the beautiful thing about the triangle. There's a multitude of ways to just slowly and perfectly tighten the choke, and that's why I love it so much. Now, Bobby is able to actually get a base and, get back on his feet and start stacking Paddy, which relieves the pressure of the triangle. But Paddy is a very, very slick grappler, and he has a lot of different tricks in his tool bag. So he grabs the leg and starts turning his body to topple Green over, and this essentially is the end of the fight, right? Triangle's already completely in, there is no way he can tighten more, and Green essentially goes out here. Now, part of the reason this position in particular is so effective for Paddy is, if you look, his knee is essentially pushing Bobby's head into the crevice of his other leg, which is just making the choke extremely tight. Now, Paddy goes for the armbar here as well, but if we look at a different angle, Bobby's already out. He's snoozing, right? maybe named King. He's Sleeping Beauty. He's a Disney princess. But it's a very good thing both Paddy and the ref recognised that Bobby was out, because his arm easily could have been snapped while he was unconscious. But luckily, Bobby gets an actually decent stoppage. That was extremely impressive by Paddy though. You know, a lot of people started, I'm pretty sure their fight was a pick'em when it started, but I don't think anyone thought Paddy was going to submit him that easily, that quickly. So, Paddy Pimblett is ranked now. Can't say I expected that one, but I'm pretty happy about it. Who would I like to see him fight next? I wouldn't mind seeing him versus, you know, the winner of BSD Moicano. Would they fight him? I'm not sure. If you really want to give him a bump up, Benny Dariush, that's an option. But there are a lot of fun matchups for Paddy in the top 10. Will he win all of them? Probably not. Will I be watching? Absolutely. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.